Oh, hey friends. Welcome back to McDuffee Creek Nature Preserve. I'm just enjoying all the life that can be found within the riverbed here and just in awe of everything that's alive within it. You know, since I've been coming to McDuffee Creek Nature Preserve, I've been exploring a lot more riparian and wetland ecosystems, and I've come to appreciate them so much more than I had growing up. You know, when I was younger, the only thing that was on my mind when I went to a stream like this was catching crayfish and canoeing and, you know, of course, having bragging rights of having had caught the biggest fish of the day. And of course, I still appreciate all of these things, but it was only through exploration of these ecosystems as an adult that I truly began to think about all of the life that a simple stream can support. The bodies of water that flow through McDuffee Creek Nature Preserve are, of course, McDuffee Creek and the Little South Branch of the Pere Marquette River. McDuffee Creek, which is about 14 miles long, begins south of here and eventually flows into the Little South Branch of the Pere Marquette River just north of this nature preserve. The Little South Branch of the Pere Marquette River is a larger tributary which eventually flows into the Pere Marquette River just east of Baldwin. The headwaters are a little over 6 miles from where we are now, and all along the way, cool groundwater from wetlands like the cedar swamp we talked about last time flow into the river and contribute gradually to both the size and quality of this river. I say quality because the life within these rivers loves cold water. Brook trout, one of the more popular species that can be found here, is happiest when the water temperature reaches below 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And so if the only source of flowing groundwater into this river was from the headwaters, by the time it flows a little over 6 miles to get to this point here, then that water temperature would be a lot warmer than the delightfully chill temperature it is today. But brook trout aren't the only ones who are enjoying and thriving in the cold waters of both McDuffee Creek and the Little South Branch of the Pere Marquette River. These bodies of water were originally filled with Arctic grayling, but as logging occurred and eliminated all of the shade from the riverbanks, the waters warmed and the Arctic grayling were no longer able to survive here. However, time is allowed for growth, and the riverbanks now have plenty of shade and support consistently cool water, which supports a multitude of species that contribute to the greater food web of the surrounding landscape. Some of the types of species you can find here are trout, darters, gobies, minnows, sculpins, suckers, clams and mussels, and of course all of the various forms of insect life that all of the fish here feed on all year long. The life within a river attracts numerous different types of predatory birds with fish-based diets, such as the belted kingfisher, several different types of herons, osprey, and of course the bald eagle. If you look along the muddy banks, you can often find the tracks of predatory mammals such as mink, ermine, muskrats, and especially raccoons, who love to hunt crayfish, clams, and mussels. And if you're lucky, you might even see one of my favorite animals, the North American river otter. They use these river networks as their own personal highways on a constant search for their new favorite fishing hole. Not everything needs water to live, and if you sit on a bank and pay attention, you can see all sorts of life engaging with the river. Whether that's the abundance of plant life that is along the river's edge, white-tailed deer taking a dip to beat the summer heat, a bird taking a bath or getting a drink from a shallow ripple spot like this, or a turtle basking itself on a log like this one. You know, each species has its own unique way of interacting with these waterways. Now, as we learned, healthy river ecosystems love to be cold. And since the logging era of our state, a concerted effort has been made by organizations like the Land Conservancy of West Michigan and Trout Unlimited to restore the canopy to our rivers and help preserve the consistent water temperature for all of the life that depends upon it. McDuffee Creek Nature Preserve is home to a wide variety of wetland types, all of which are major contributors to the quality of these bodies of water. And the work being done to ensure the quality of these wetlands is going to help improve not only these stretches of water that flow through this property, but also help improve all of the habitats further downstream, all the way until they eventually flow into Lake Michigan. To help the Land Conservancy of West Michigan continue to care for these wetlands, make a donation to their campaign supporting the preservation and stewardship of McDuffee Creek Nature Preserve. Your gift will help ensure that these ecosystems are healthy and thriving for generations to come. To donate today and help promote the preservation of these high-quality habitats and all of the species that rely upon them, go to naturenearby.org/MCND.